guys, Ms.R here for the weekly dose. You know, little funny aside, I'm not doing these daily because, just getting busy with being here at the school. And I'm actually getting camera shy. Isn't that funny? Anyway, I'll get over the shyness because I still want to be there for you. So it's the weekly dose. So I'm going to have a mix of stuff to share, some different announcements, and of course a motivation thought. So little announcement. Tonight is the Carve and Cackle event that the Student Council is putting on. I carved my pumpkins last night and they're there. So we're hoping for a really good turnout of pumpkins, and I'll be coming to drive through, and I'll have my husband and I'll have Molly in the car. Of course, we can't get out of the car. We have to stay in the car, but I'll be driving through and I'll be voting. I'll be voting on the pumpkins, and hopefully it's anonymous, so no one will know if I vote for my own pumpkins. I'm kidding. Or am I? Anyway, motivation thought, because I really like this. Again, from James Clear. Not that I'm trying to sell his stuff, but he has some really good things for us to think about. So today's thought: be selectively ignorant. Be selectively ignorant. He goes on to say, ignore topics that drain your attention. Unfollow people that drain your energy. Abandon projects that drain your time. Do not keep up with it all. The more selectively ignorant you become, the more broadly knowledgeable you can be. Because now you're freeing your time from those draining things, and you're going to put your energy into things that give you life. So be selectively ignorant. That's a really good thought for today. And the other thing I want to say, because we're really hearing now how draining life is right now, how overwhelming things are. We're seeing things in the news about how exhausted teachers are, how overwhelmed students are, and I'm hearing it from you guys. So I'm going to say the same old that I always say, or that you would expect me to say. And it's what Crystal and Mr. Asiyama and I have talked about on the Raiders Thrive: self-care, 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 self-care. Look after yourselves. Yes, there's a lot going on. And it was brought up to me that, from a student, is there any way we could make sure teachers really give us a break in class? You're in the class. Advocate for yourself. Advocate to your teachers. Can we have a 10-minute break where we don't have to do homework? Can we, do something? Can we stretch? You could, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure you could stand up and stretch. Stand up and stretch. Do simple exercises like reach. Do like little things like this. Go to touch your toes. Stretch your thighs. The way that you do. By pulling up your leg and whatever. Do things like that. Self-care, self-care, self-care. There's only so much that we can do as your support team to advocate for these things, but you also have to advocate for yourself. And time manage. As you look at your day or your week and you're doing all this homework, set in 10 minutes in your schedule for a break for yourself. Go for a walk around the block. Get some fresh air. Go outside. We need to do this stuff for ourselves. My big worry and concern is that we're all now headed into the winter. This weekend, we changed the clocks back. So it's really gonna, it's gonna be winter. More darkness, less daylight hours. It's gonna get colder. A lot of people in the helping professions, counselors, psychiatrists, psychologists, myself, Crystal, Mr. Asiyama, it's on the back of our minds how tough this is going to be. When we went into a lockdown in March and April, it was hard, but it was spring, and longer daylight hours. It was actually okay to deal with that because we could still go outside. The weather was warmer. We have to really look after ourselves because now we're going into the tough months. And in regular life, pre-pandemic, the winter was hard enough for those of us who don't like winter. But with the extra, darkness, the cold, and now with pandemic and the physical distancing and the mask wearing, and we have to be careful and we can't just do stuff, the concern is even greater. We have to look after ourselves. Work it into your schedule. If you're not used to making a schedule, make a schedule so that your week looks like this, and you actually schedule in chunks of time where you look after yourself, whether it's 10 minutes of exercise, 10 minutes of walking around the block, 2-minute meditations, and if you need help with meditation, let me know. I can work with you. We can have a virtual appointment, and I could walk you through how that meditation would look. So those are my thoughts for this week. What else is there to announce? Just grade 12s. Make sure you stay on top of all the announcements coming from guidance regarding colleges and universities and things like that. SPC cards. Student Council is still selling them. They're $10. Lots of savings, and they're available through Cash Online. And I want to just do a special nod to all the mentors and all the grade 9s. We had some lovely events on Tuesday for Cohort A and today for Cohort B. It was fantastic to feel like a high school again, even if for an hour. All right, stay Raider strong and hang in there, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.